If you're new here, I'm just in my living room. I live with my dad. I live in the basement, so I'm not usually up here. Lately I have been though, because my dad and we've been watching The Golden Bachelor, and we actually watched the finale last night, and that was bizarre. Or not bizarre, but there was a lot of drama. I really haven't vlogged in like almost 2 weeks. I attempted to make this like weekly vlog, and since then I just really haven't picked up the camera. Feelings and emotions are super high. Feeling extra sensitive, extra tearful. I just like heavy shit going on. It's the weekend. I just spent like an hour in my bathroom just getting ready. It was really peaceful, it was calm. I really needed today because I have not had a bad day like yesterday in, I want to say, in over a year, or at least a significant amount of months. And this year by far, 2023, has been the best year of my life. But man, I gotta say, this month has been really tough. And as a result of that, I haven't been taking good care of myself. I'm not showering, I'm not brushing my teeth. I definitely get out of bed because I have to. I have to go to work, I have to go to class. I'm also struggling with my appetite. I either have no appetite or I'm just like stress eating. I've just picked up on like my bad depression habits, and it definitely doesn't help that daylight savings just happened. So it's literally like pitch black by like 4:30 every day after work for the last few weeks. I just will go straight to my bed. I'm usually like exhausted, I'm tired, I don't want to do anything. And I definitely want to go into detail about what's been going on. Obviously, it's a lot more helpful when there's context, but I get really paranoid of people in like my personal life watching my YouTube videos, and that definitely just impacts my decision in wanting to share. But I will say, as vaguely as I can, I find that the situation that I'm in is like kind of tricky. It's been really hard for me to navigate. It involves other people, and communication is not my biggest suit. I am a people pleaser to the max. It's not healthy, it's not great. It's something that I like continuously want to work on. I don't want to be a people pleaser. I want to have good boundaries, and I am always constantly worried about how I'm making other people feel. I really value that everyone comes from different perspectives. I want people to be heard and seen and valued. So giving constructive criticism is probably like my least favorite thing ever. Like, absolutely not. And on top of that, the news every day is just horrifying, and I don't doubt for a second that we are being affected by it, whether it's subconsciously or not. The news is really heavy, it's really inhumane. I don't see how it can't affect everyone, and I'm specifically talking about Gaza and Congo, which I'm still like educating myself on. I feel like a lot of Americans, from what I've seen on TikTok, it's like they don't know what to do. I mean, there's a lot you can do. There's like protests, you can call your representatives, you know, you can donate money, you can spread the word and educate people. And also, I think being American, it's really fucking heartbreaking to see like what your government is contributing to. And this is absolutely nothing new, right? Like, Palestine has been under occupation for, is it like 75 years? Like over 75 years? I was never made aware of like how incredibly bad it was. But people have been talking about this for like decades. And I want to say too, like, United States have been like devastating the Middle East for fucking ever. I'm going on a lot of different tangents here, but the news is heavy. It's really heavy. I know I don't really talk about politics on here, but I've like always been really passionate and curious about it. When I was younger and a lot more optimistic about the world, I used to be involved in a lot of different smaller organizations. I don't want to be like disrespectful and like segueing out of this conversation. I'm very like passionate about all of this, but I think I need to start getting ready. It's 10:30 now. I need to go to the pharmacy to pick up some new medication, and I also need to go to the car shop, which I've been like avoiding for the last 3 weeks. I need to get my tires checked, and like, ugh, I don't want to do that.
About to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be, life with no distraction.
Okay guys, I'm all ready. I also don't know if anyone noticed, but I didn't use any mascara because I actually got a lash lift and a tint about a week ago. I'm at the car shop and I'm like getting really bad anxiety. So I'm just gonna like head home, which I know just I don't know how to do this. This is like too much for me. I just got off the phone with my dad. He doesn't sound very happy with me, but I'm not gonna go if I'm feeling uncomfortable. I guess I'm just headed home. I feel like a failure right now. But I can't. I need to go with like my dad or my brother. I can't do this. I really need to pee. I'm headed home right now and I'm actually gonna go meet my friend now instead of later. I just got back. I'm gonna leave literally right now, but I wanted to look at what I was prescribed. I got prescribed some anti-anxiety meds. I was planning on starting it today, but because I'm literally about to go get drinks, I just think it's probably for the best that I don't mix my new meds with alcohol. I haven't had an orange bottle like this since I think I was 19. I was going through like a intense depressive episode and I was prescribed Zoloft. So I think I took Zoloft for a few months. I think the stigma really got to me about being on medication at the time. You know, that was 2019. That was before I started therapy and all of that. So I just don't think I had the right tools to kind of like navigate myself with what I was dealing with. I was still pretty like in denial of a lot of my trauma. The reason why I was prescribed these was because of my ADHD consultation. I had my second one yesterday and I really like my doctor. So I'm gonna see her again in 2 weeks, but after all of my tests and screening and just our conversations, she's kind of diagnosed me with anxiety, which totally makes sense. And I think something I do is I don't validate a lot of the things I'm feeling just because, you know, I've had anxiety, I feel like, since I was a baby. So if that's my norm and I don't know what normal looks like, then I'm not gonna know I have anxiety. With that said, she's kind of diagnosed me with OCD traits, ADHD-like symptoms, and anxiety. So I'll be starting this tomorrow. One thing I do want to do before I start that is get like a nice smoothie recipe, because with this medication you want to take it with food and water. So maybe if I make like a protein-heavy smoothie, it will be helpful. I cannot believe I just spent almost $100. I'm very unsatisfied with that. I'm gonna try and get out of this parking lot without crying. It's 4 p.m. The sun is going down. There's a Chipotle? Wow. I didn't know that. I am fucking exhausted. I did not sleep well at all last night. My friend and I, we were literally out for 5 hours yesterday. And I drank a lot of hard cider because like that's kind of my go-to. I drank a lot, but Girly Pop did not eat. I did have French fries, but you know, and so I got super sick last night. I woke up in the middle of the night and had to throw up. So I think from now on, I will not be drinking or smoking any weed. I mean, I still had a lot of fun, no doubt, but the aftermath is like always like a shit show for me. I don't want to use the word like sober because I'm not a consistent drinker. But I do want to challenge myself and maybe give myself 6 months where I just don't do any of it. This morning though, I went to the gas station with my dad and my brother and we filled up my tires, and that was the solution for the blinking lights. So now I know how to check my tire pressure and how to also add air. And I've just kind of been editing all morning. That's kind of what I've been doing. I also did take my medication. I still have the other half to take because you split it. Also, I'm definitely feeling like kind of down today, but I'm just gonna blame that on the alcohol. My mom also called me last night and I was like super drunk, but we were on the phone for like 2.5 hours. Today is a good day to just say I feel depressed. That sounds about right. I have here the second half of my medication. It's 4:20. I took the first half at like 10:30. Maybe I just need to add some ice. Alright you guys, I think I'm gonna end the vlog here. I love you so much. I'll see you soon.